Hello Nerd Club, my name is Sebastian. Today is Wednesday and I am still sick, so I'm sorry if this video isn't the best. It is pretty kind of bad like last week's. I am sorry, but I'm gonna try to make this a good one. Okay, so this week's theme on the channel is once again past selves, as we're giving it another go. So because I don't really have much energy to do anything too exciting or big or crazy, I'm just going to tell a story from grade 7, or as a lot of my friends like to call it, the time no one at my school was aware that I was deaf and thought that I was a huge troublemaker or had behavioral issues. Now, I'd just like to say before I start the story that I am not profoundly deaf. I am moderately deaf, as I have severe hearing loss in this year, but this year's fine. Okay, so now to start the story. So it was the start of grade 7, it was 2012, I was 12, and I had a new teacher who was new to my school. Now neither he or really anyone at my school knew that I had hearing loss. Why? Well, I didn't really tell them. And my parents probably, I think my parents assumed I told them, but I didn't. Why? I don't know. Like, I think maybe I was embarrassed, or maybe it was just this big scary thing, and I was like, I should just repress, push it away, turn it off, like a light switch, and spoiler alert, that was a terrible idea. Don't hide your disabilities, kids, because you will not be able to get help if you need it, and also you might almost have a parent-teacher conference if you don't tell your school. So, I thought grade 7 was starting off great, but Mr. R, my teacher, did not agree, as he always was very annoyed at me, yelled at me, was very stern, and moved me away from my friends, and I didn't know what I was wrong, because I was a perfectly good kid. I always had been, so I didn't get what I was doing wrong, and I thought he was just a really strict teacher. I mean, like, I tried everything I could to be good, and it just didn't seem to work. Now, one day at recess, I was about to go out and, do whatever 12-year-old me did during recess, which was just play on the playground. And he stopped me and was like, no, you need to walk around during my yard duty with me. Now, I was terrified and very confused, as walk around teacher during yard duty involuntarily basically meant that you did something bad and they needed to talk to you, basically give you an detention, but they couldn't give you a detention because they had yard duty. So this was the alternative. Now, I was very scared, and we walked outside, and we walked up to Mr. D. Mr. D was one of my favorite teachers, like, ever, and I loved him, so I was like, okay, what's going on now? I'm in trouble, but we're going to talk to, like, Teacher Jesus. And so we walk around a bit, and Mr. Rankin's like, now, birth name, because I'm not going to say what my birth name is, you have been having a lot of issues in class and a lot of behavioral issues, and Mr. D tells me this just isn't you, so I need to know, and I want to try to find out what's going on here. And I was like, what? No, I'm a good melon. And he was like, well, you've been really loud during class and really destructive. You're always yelling and never using an inside voice. You're always talking over me, and you're talking during lessons, and when I ask you a question, you ignore me, and you can't answer questions or follow what's going on during oral discussions because you're distracted, and just you're being really, really difficult in class, and I need to know what's going on. And before I can object and state that I am an angel student, because I totally was, Mr. D curses, grabs his ear, and is like, oh, sorry, my hearing aid is being annoying with the wind outside and is giving me feedback. Now, 12-year-old me forgets completely about the topic at hand and goes, oh, Mr. D, I'm getting a hearing aid soon too. I hope that doesn't happen to me. And Mr. Rankin, it's now his turn to go, what? You have hearing loss? I'm like, yeah, I'm deaf in this ear, and I'm getting a hearing aid soon. It's gonna be really cool. I'm gonna match Mr. Douglas. And he's just like, oh, so you're not difficult, you're deaf. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I am. So that luckily solved the problem without him having to talk to my teachers, well, he is my teacher, without him having to talk to my parents, which I'm assuming is probably what he was planning on doing next, or calling them or something. Calling them and then probably having a conference, because I was apparently that bad, even though I wasn't aware. I couldn't hear, and that caused a lot of complications. So he did his best to solve it before I got my hearing aid. Like, he tilted the desk I was in the group. He put me back with my friends, and he tilted our group so that my good ear would be facing the front of the class, which kind of looked weird because everyone else was like, nice and uniform, and then there was just our table just like, hello, just randomly a diamond instead of a square. And he told me that I could have my friends repeat stuff, and he did his best to help until my hearing aid came, and then my hearing aid came, and my FM system came, and everything was fine. But that was a fun little misunderstanding there, which I now learned to not hide my hearing loss from people, because even though I still don't like talking about it, I kind of have to, because people kind of need to know when they're trying to communicate with me that I don't hear very good. So that's a lesson I learned from my past self. The message to my past self would be, tell people you're deaf. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry it wasn't the best. I tried, and I'm really hoping my videos can be better when I'm better, whenever that's going to be. So I'm sorry, I hope you still enjoyed. Be sure to like and comment, subscribe, and I'll love you forever, and give you cookies. And until next time, peace.